What's going on, y'all? Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment here again with another one. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not a member. And be sure to hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content and all of my videos. Before I get this video started, man, I want to give a shout out to Ticket TV or Pro Basketball Updates. If you haven't subbed to Ticket TV or Pro Basketball Updates, definitely go sub to his channel. And also, I want to give a shout out to Too Raw for TV. If you haven't subbed to Too Raw for TV, definitely go sub to all of his channels and all of his platforms too as well. I'm giving them a shout out because they were the ones to talk about this, and it was something that I was about to say as well, and I also want to piggyback off of what they're saying. Brooklyn has absolutely no excuses, regardless if they made moves or not. Now, some people are going to try to come here and be like, well, you got to give it time, and new pieces are there and all the other stuff. I'll say this, okay? Now, they'll have they have, I would say, 1 to 2 seasons. At least they got to get at least the thing that they at least have to do is get to a finals, and anything less than that, it'll be a failure. And if they don't do it by next year, this project, in terms of what people have looked at, it's not going to look as a success because these guys are getting older. A lot of people feel like they should have won the championship by now. And I know that injuries are a part of the game. Injuries are a part of the game, man. So I do take that into consideration, but I don't sit there and I don't make it the end all be all. Because to be honest with you, all of those guys that they had on their team at one point in time, they were leaders by themselves. KD was the leader at OKC, and when Harden was there, he was the quote unquote leader. When he was there at in Houston, and Kyrie Irving had his brief little stint as a leader in um, Cavs when he was young. And when you're a superstar, the expectations are much different. KD didn't make any excuses last year. I give him that. He didn't make any excuses, and he hadn't made any excuses this year. However, this was a project that was put together, or I should say, this was a team that was constructed together in order for them not to lose. They were supposed to be like an automatic championship. And I remember They said when a healthy KD, a healthy Harden, and a healthy Kyrie is the automatic championship. So now they're beefing everything up, right? They got our two first rounders, which nobody even pays attention to. That to me is very key. I know everybody looks at Simmons and the addition to Drummond, the addition with Drummond, and the addition with Steph Curry, but the two first rounders are very very important. And then we also have to look at going forward in the health wise, what's going to happen with KD? Is he going to continue to be out? Is Kyrie going to with the Kyrie situation and stuff and him not being able to play, that's another factor. And look, and they could get as many pieces to try to construct it to replace Kyrie if they, but Kyrie is Kyrie, and that's why he's one of the best. But nobody's game is quite like his. So you got these pieces, you got backup, you got a few veterans on the team, and those veterans haven't been as successful. When you talk about LaMarcus Aldridge, great player, what I'm saying, back in his heyday, but he never got to the finals. Um, what's up, True Viking? I'll see you in the building. What's up with it, Gene? I'll see you in the building. Haiti in the building. Um, you said you see the Nets losing in the second round. It all depends. Now, another thing is that nobody's really looking at. They're always looking at something on paper. They're always looking at something from a prisoner of the moment standpoint. These guys still have to gel. You can be talented as a mug. You see, James Harden was talented. Kyrie was talented. KD was talented. Guess what? They didn't gel. But I ain't gonna lie though. I am worried about KD and his health because it seems that KD gets hurt at just like the most crucial moments, or it, people in general. Kyrie got hurt at the wrong time. Right, exactly. Well, there's been some reports coming out about Ben Simmons. I'll talk about that later. But the thing about it is that yeah, I had to do some thinking. I wasn't, they can be a dangerous team. I don't want people to get that twisted. They could be a very dangerous team, but everything has to go right, or almost everything. Well, I understand what you're saying, Swoop Cage. I understand. I understand exactly what you're saying, but the thing about it is he hasn't played in an NBA game, right? playing pickup ball with guys that aren't on your level and maybe former veterans and stuff like that, yeah, that'll get you in decent shape and stuff like that. But he's got to get his body acclimated to actually being in mid-season form with NBA guys that are 100 and 110% ready to go. Not guys that have in the pickup at St. Joe's or something like that. That's all right. You can keep it. You can do it for the conditioning and all that other stuff, but it's entirely different, and it takes time. So he's gonna have to go out there. He's gonna have to make mistakes in this swoop case. You also got to look at the chemistry factor. Nobody looks at cohesiveness. Nobody's looking at that. And as I've said before, as I, to you know continue with my point, if these guys aren't getting it together chemistry wise, it's not gonna work. And then another thing too, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Swoop. That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, they because these teams that are in the East are real hungry. Chicago is hungry. The Cavs are hungry. Miami is going to continue to remain hungry. Now, I don't think that Gordon Dragic was a good move. I think that Gordon Dragic does not have anything in the tank. He's always getting hurt, and you need somebody that's going to be a decent backup that's healthy though. And I just didn't understand Gordon Dragic. Maybe he can be a locker room guy, but that's probably really the only benefit that I could see. The Nets don't want to mess around and see the Hornets playing. Yeah, exactly. Because listen, I'm going to tell you something. The pressure is not going to be on Charlotte. It's going to be on KD and them. It's going to be on KD and them. Well, yeah, exactly. And you see, this is the thing. This is the thing. A lot of people think that, oh yeah, well, if they get in the play in, oh, that's gonna be easy work and all this other stuff. No, that's not how it works. Because you've seen last year that anything can happen. The perfect example was with John Morant and the Golden State Warriors. Everybody and their mom, they chose Golden State. I said John Morant is going to win this game. Hey, True Viking. Hey, do me a favor, sweetie. If I'm not good, please let me know. And also, True Viking. I emailed you. Please check your email. Okay. I did email. I don't know if you received my email, but I told everybody that John Morant is going to put the pressure on a guy like Steph Curry and everybody else. It's the pressure is not on Memphis. The pressure is on Golden State. But everybody, they look at Golden State and what they've done in the past, and I'm like, at that point in time, they were not the same team. They just weren't. Well, check it because I sent it to like, yeah, I sent it when you were talking about what areas what area you needed to lose and all this stuff. Like, that's what it was about. But anyway, you said the Grizzlies uh might upset the Warriors. Hey, that's a good analogy too, G. I wouldn't be surprised because John Morant, that's the thing that people aren't realizing. And this is why I say that he's a marketable type of guy. He's a guy that you can market around John Morant. John Morant is not afraid of the moment. He's not afraid of the pressure. He thrives in big moments. You got to think about the greats that have came along. Of course, MJ. He thrives in big moments. Kobe Bryant in the past, RIP to him. He thrives in big moments. Even Magic Johnson, he thrives in big moments, right? And I'm talking about when the pressure is really mounted. There's been times when LeBron has thrived in big moments, but John has a whole nother killer type of instinct. Larry Bird, he thrives in the moment. Um, you know, guys, guys like that, they should market around. But anyways, I'm getting into a whole other conversation. What I'm saying is that if Golden State runs into a team like that, because even though Golden State is still number one in defensive efficiency, it might look like that in a way, but there have been times when they have shown collapse. And I'm going to be real. Now they're waiting on Draymond. Draymond is coming back within 3 to 4 weeks. But it all goes down to this, Gene, True Viking, and Smooth Cage. It all goes down to this. They need a consistent big man. They need a consistent big man. And Wiseman, regardless of what anybody wants to say, Wiseman, in my opinion, is going to be the answer. Think about it. You got Draymond there for a couple of more, a few more seasons, and you have Wiseman there to where Draymond could actually give him, guidance and everything like that. Even though Draymond's a little bit shorter and all that other stuff, but he still can play defense down low and stuff like that. I'd be lying if I said the Golden State don't need Draymond. They need Draymond. If they want to have any window of success, they need Draymond. What's up with it, Jelly Bean? I'll see you in the building. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the homie Jelly Bean 4280. I mean, don't get me wrong. Golden State is still a good team, and they're still right behind Phoenix. But now you also got to look at how Phoenix is going to maintain without having Chris Paul. because Chris Paul is going to be out for nearly 2 months. I wouldn't be surprised if it is 2 months, well, 6 to 8 weeks, because he's had surgery. He's had like 4 surgeries on the same hand, on that hand, and on his wrist in the past. And this is his first time, getting hurt this season. He probably has a few knickknacks here and there, but losing Chris Paul is a big question. Now, I'm not saying that because you still have to go out there and you have to coach a game. Now, this was another point I was going to make too about Brooklyn. Steve Nash is going to have to coach his ass off. Like, you can't. Now, you're really going to have to show your coaching, what's in your coaching bag in terms of adjustments, in terms of rotation, in terms of personnel. You're really going to have to do that now because, now or before it was like, okay, you had Harden, you had KD, you had Kyrie, you had these superstars and everything, and so it's like, okay, it was kind of like, a Steve Kerr type of situation. But the difference between a guy like Steve Nash and a guy like Steve Kerr is that while Steve Kerr, in some people's eyes, he hasn't been the best coach or whatever, one thing that you can say about Kerr, there have been times when he's known how to make the proper adjustments. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Dion. Salute to you. Listen, listen, we can sit here, everybody can talk about Ben Simmons, oh, we're going to be great and we're going to be dynamic and all this other stuff. Everybody's not going to be fit to play with each other at the same time. There's guys that might not. That's he's going to have to figure that out too. He's going to have to figure out because you're bringing in an entirely different personnel and a different person and a different personality. But everybody they get in prisoners of the moment. They think that everything can work like a KG, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett type of situation, and it doesn't work like that. Even when it came with D Wade, LeBron, and Chris Bosh, you see that situation right there. That took some time to work, and it took D Wade to humble himself and to say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a back seat, and I'm gonna let LeBron be the driver. Our guys willing to do that? Are guys willing to sacrifice? Or are they going to let their ego get in the way? We already see that it didn't work with James Harden. You saw that he was feeling some type of way the whole time. And like True Viking said, he had probably had 1 foot in, 1 foot out the whole time. Yeah, me too. Me too. The Jelly Bean. I want to see his rotation. Now they're gonna have to figure out each other. They're gonna have to. Because I hate people when they say, "Oh yeah, man, they're all stars and they're superior talent. They'll get it right away." That doesn't always happen. That does not always happen. And listen, a successful season is not going to be getting to the second round or getting to the playoffs. No, Brooklyn is trying to win championships. Um, hey, what's up with it, Theo? I see you in the building. Yeah, and they do have young talent. That young talent is going to be just as important as the older talent because we don't know. Listen, I like KD. You know what I'm saying? Do I like some of the stuff he's done? No. But as far as talent wise, yeah, he's arguably uh first in terms of skill wise. Maybe not the best. He's not the best player in the game because the best player in the game is Giannis. But you don't know if you could depend on KD going forward. I mean, look at what's going on now. Then you also got to look. A lot of people don't realize this either. Kyrie is injury prone too. You know, he probably hasn't been as hurt as much as some other people, but Kyrie has missed games because of injury. That boy Goat Mike is in the building.
Hey, it was good, Polo. I had to hop on the tape, man. I'm about to play Get Hitman, man.
Huh?
I'm about to play Get Hitman again, man. Rematch.
Oh Lord, here y'all go, man.
Everybody
Man,
been begging for it. Everybody been begging for it.
everybody, have you been training though? That's what the fucking question is. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Goat Mike. Man, I don't even know how many fucking names you got, nigga.
1,000.
Yeah, 1,000. Nah, I'm gonna tell y'all about Go Mike. And then I'm gonna let this motherfucker cook because I know he want to cook on a whole bunch of shit. This nigga don't come through no more. It's all good. I ain't tripping. Look, that nigga Go Mike done stood 10 toes down with me before this channel even started growing. I fuck with Go Mike. Hey, hey, tell him Go Mike. Nigga, we ride it down for each other. When it's me, you, and Hitman, they'd have been the ones that have been here since the fucking beginning. And Goat Mike is I would say arguably in the top 3 in terms of hardest workers on YouTube and in the LDBC. Ain't nobody fucking with him. So go subscribe to Goat Mike and he a Lakers fan, and we gonna talk about that because I know your ass been eating. Go ahead, Goat Mike. You got the flow.
Hey, and everything Polo said is blatant facts. When I first met Polo, he was at like 40 subs when I first met Polo, and and Polo, me and him, we were both like he was at 40 subs and I was at 30 subs, but me and Polo kept grinding, kept pushing, and we ended up growing at some point in time. And you never stop growing; you keep improving, improving, improving. And Polo's a great guy. He always encouraging. Me and him have had our battles of trash talking, but whenever you talk to sports, a lot of times you do get into some trash talk battles. You do get heated from occasion to occasion. Now with the Lakers playing as bad as they playing, I really don't want to make the playoffs. If I'm being honest, this team will get swept probably in the first round. This team is getting swept, dog. With the way they playing, they don't play no defense. They're too inconsistent with the shots. Inconsistent. The coach know what he doing. He don't know what he's doing. You got too many bad lineups that don't work. You got no AD. You got Dwight Howard banged up. You got you're playing Johnson and TC together. They both can't shoot. They can throw out their rust. Like this team right here.
Hey, go. I didn't mean to cut you off. Hey, Jelly Bean is sub to you, bro. Hey, Goat is a gamer too, Jelly Bean. Just by the way, Goat be on the game too. Jelly Bean be on that fucking game. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh hell yeah! From time to time, I might not live stream the game, but I do be on there every now and then, playing. But to the point about the Lakers, man, to all these delusional Lakers, like for example, I be getting attacked by LeBron fans because as a Lakers fan, I'm not gonna lie for LeBron. I'm not doing it. So all the LeBron fans, talking shit to me, sending me death threats. Oh, why you shitting on LeBron, man? I'm gonna do that. I'm like, bro, I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm gonna criticize LeBron.
Death threat.
They mad at me because I'm criticizing LeBron. I keep telling them I'm a Lakers fan. So with that being said, I'm gonna criticize anybody. Anybody saying something or messing up, I'm on your ass. Like just like LeBron. LeBron, he's only 2 games out, Apollo, and you're saying we can't compete. Even if you feel like that as the leader of the team, you can't come out and say that. You're only 2 games behind the Clippers. I can understand if you were like 10 games out, some shit like that. But you're only a few games behind the Clippers. You got 20 games left, and LeBron's coming out saying, "Oh, I feel like we can't compete. Oh, I might go to Cleveland and this team and that team." You sitting here praising and taking shots at the owner. Like, you're doing too much. LeBron doing way too much. You're shot taking. You're not being grateful for what Rob Pelinka did for you. Rob Pelinka traded his future for you. He traded away everybody to the AD. Then he traded away everybody to get Russ.
And go. I had to cut you off, bro. Hey, check it. You know this. Nigga, y'all ain't got no picks until like 20, 20, 27, 28 first rounders. Y'all gave away y'all picks to Memphis because of the steeping rule. So that's facts right there, go.
Let me touch on that too, Polo.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay. Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss, right? They wanted to trade for John Wall and Christian Wood.
Yep,
But
right.
what LeBron don't understand is, because LeBron don't understand, the Houston Rockets, they kept asking for more. Tell me I'm lying. They kept wanting more and more and more. Every day they wanted more and more and more. Am I lying, Polo? One minute give me THT and a draft pick. Next minute give me Melo, THT, and Monk. Like, bro, every time you look up the team, every team that want to trade the Lakers, they want to ask for more and more and more and more and more. They're not going to take Russ without taking our whole squad. They want to weaken the Lakers, not help them. Tell me I'm lying.
Nah, hey, Joe, you on point because I remember at the beginning of the season, hey, for those of y'all don't know, I'm gonna say 2 things. That nigga Goat, he ain't no fake ass wanna be Lakers fan. His family, he come from a long line of Lakers, so you talk about purple and gold. And another thing, this nigga Goat Mike, he was like, he kept telling me, but I didn't want to hear it, but I had to go to sleep at night. I was like, man, that nigga Goat is right. He kept saying, man, Polo, the shit is not gonna work. He's like, man, we got to get rid of their ass. Get rid of their ass. I was like, remember that joke when we was on the stream for a long time? I'd be like, well, what about this person? He's like, hell no, I don't want him. He don't move good in the pick and roll. Because you said that about Dame. I'd be like, okay, but what about Westbrook? He's like, man, I don't know about Westbrook, man. Fuck that. Give me some players that can. And this nigga Goat is right.
I told you it wasn't gonna work. I said
that. Yeah, you did.
I said this shit is not gonna work. There's no way this shit gonna work. They got 2 different play styles, man. The play styles don't work. And also, if we had like a Phil Jackson or a Pop or Larry Brown, the actually coaches that like with the way LeBron plays, he kills like LeBron and Russ. They kill each other's game. As you look at it, if Russ was a slasher and LeBron was a point guard, and they let's say the Lakers had a real offense where the ball swinging, shit like that. Russ can succeed in a ball swinging. You put Russ on the Spurs, he could probably average 45 playing for the Spurs, or even 25 because of the ball movement. But you don't need Russ at the top of the key. ISO on one-on-one. You don't need that kind of offense. I mean, Russ and LeBron do too much ISO, and that kills your shot clock. If a shot clock is 24 seconds, right, and 2 guys got the ball the whole shot clock, how can your teammates get involved if 2 guys had the ball the whole shot clock? And then not to mention, you throw out AD out there. Now you got 3 dudes that all got the ball. Like, where's the other guys on the court? As I feel about it. Too much ISO ball, no defense, too much ball watching, no boxing out, no communication, no talking. And this team
everybody hurt. Hey, that nigga Goat Mike can get out there and withstand the rigors of the NBA, hosting all these things. And Goat Mike work out, by the way, too. This nigga stay in the gym just like I do.
Get me out there and I'll show you how to play ball, because I ain't gonna over dribble or overthink. You know, these guys from the Lakers, they're all ISO ball. Malik Monk, ISO ball. Russ, ISO ball. Melo, ISO ball. You got too many ISO ball players on the team.
That's fact.
Where's the ball? Where's the ball movement at?
Right. Yeah, that ball got to move, especially. And I know you don't want to hit it, but if they want to have a chance at like beat somebody like Phoenix or Golden State or whatever, but I think Phoenix is in trouble, a little bit because Chris Paul's gonna be gone 6 to 8 weeks. And Golden State, man, while they looking good and everything go, man, they still need a big man. They're gonna need Draymond Green, and there ain't no timetable. What you think about that, bro?
Hey, the Golden State Warriors without Draymond Green, they might get swept. He's their everything. Draymond Green, he's their everything. He's their everything for Golden State. And now I'm saying this real quick to everybody who think I don't know basketball. I can talk about any team in the league. I'm a Lakers fan, but I can talk about any team in the league. So back to Golden State, Polo. Draymond Green is big for that team. Not having him out there, their defense, their communication. I mean, their screen setting is going to be all different. So not having him out there is going to be big. You saw it. You saw it in 2016, right? When Draymond Green got suspended, and they changed the whole series. But I just told you that Draymond Green, he's a big dog. I know Steph Curry is the franchise. I know that Klay Thompson is that dude, but Steph Curry and Klay Thompson ain't shit without Draymond Green. And it showed in 2016. No Draymond Green, you got a problem. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's fact. Hey, listen, and I'm a piggyback off of what Coach just said. Nah, Goat no basketball. You know what I'm saying? Goat. I done seen him checkmate a few motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That had to get out of line about saying or what they don't know and all this other stuff. But nah, he knows the team. The thing about it is that when we start talking about other teams and other stuff, look, he likes to focus on the Lakers. Just like I focus on Philly, but I like to talk about other shit. But yeah, that's facts about Draymond Green. They need Draymond Green, and they need a solid big man. Now, let me ask you about that. What you think about the whole Ben Simmons going Brooklyn? I ain't even got your take. I think that nigga. Oh, who that trying to get? I think he fell out.
Yeah, I fell out. My connection went kind of crazy, but yeah, Polo. Everybody think because I'm a Lakers fan, I don't have no knowledge on other teams. You know what I mean? Right. And that's crazy to me. I can actually talk ball at a high level, whether it's the Lakers or Golden State or anybody in the league. Who you ask me about?
Ben Simmons, the whole the Ben Simmons.
That's gonna work. That's gonna work right there because Ben Simmons, he don't have to shoot with this team. You got Seth Curry. Over there. You see. Now I'm gonna touch on this again, Polo. Now, just because I'm a Lakers fan, don't mean I don't watch other teams and see what they doing and how they doing it or what they have, what they don't have. See, I can bring up players from other squads. Seth Curry, he's gonna be big for that team, shot making. You look at KD, shot making. Kyrie, shot making. Now Ben Simmons, he can post up. And he don't have to score because if Ben just drives to the cup, that's going to draw what? 2 defenders. So if Ben drives in, draws 2 defenders, who's wide open now? KD, wide open. Kyrie, wide open. You got Seth Curry, wide open. You have DeMarcus Aldridge, wide open. So many guys in that team going to be wide the hell open. Wide open. Patty Mills, wide open. Like, come on, man. Ben Simmons couldn't have, like this team can shoot better than what he had on the Sixers. And Ben Simmons, I watched Ben Simmons Polo. I watched him average 10 assists a couple of times with average shooters, right? With average shooters. Which thing he gonna do with a guy like Kevin Durant? As one of the best scorers in this game. Tyler is one of the best shooters in this game. Seth Curry, man, Ben Simmons gonna have a field day. He even have a field day with assists. He might average 15 assists. Not gonna hold you.
I just hope. Yeah, no, that's fact. I just listen. This is the thing you got to be worried about, bro. True. Them niggas gotta. Okay, look, it look good on paper, and if Ben Simmons ever happens to get even just a decent mid-range jumper, they gonna be hard to stop. But
know what? Hey, you know what? You is right, Polo, because we all got hyped up about the rest. Well, everybody but me. Guys were getting hyped up about the Russ trade. So it'll also be a big three, but you have to look at the flaws. Like Ben's a great player, but I don't know if his personality or his blend is going to fit because KD got personalities. KD got a lot of personalities. So does Kyrie, and so does Ben Simmons. So you got three dudes that got all kind of personalities. You have to see if that's going to click or not. I mean, on paper, like you said, on paper, they're supposed to dominate. On paper, they're supposed to. You got Claxton over there. You got Claxton, LaMarcus Aldridge, Ben, KD, Kyrie, all the guys, Seth Curry, Patty Mills. They're supposed to dominate. When you look at it on paper, they're supposed to dominate on paper. But we don't know, like you said, if the chemistry, if they're gonna be able to play together, we don't know if that's gonna work. So you can have a big three all you want, but will it work? Kind of like Jay Harden. They signed Harden, didn't work out. What happened? He left.
Man, hey, Joe, man, I wanted to come in here, man, because I was trying to tell niggas, man, like, Harden is a terrible player to play with, nigga. Like, me or you being from Texas, nigga, that's not the style that, nigga, a nigga that dribble the ball too fucking much by then, nigga, hey, in the locker room, oh, that's your, nigga, that's a fit, nigga, that's a green light. Me and Go gonna get on your head because you like, damn, nigga, give up the motherfucking rock. And he holds up the offense, Go.
Pass the bitch up, motherfucker. Pass Russ some goddamn time. When I'm playing ball polo and a guy doing shit like that, you better be getting if you doing that shit consistently, bro. I'm gonna have to check you on that shit. Even if you're making that shot, I still got to check you on that. Cause that ain't how you play ball. Even if you're hitting that, I still got to check you on it. Cause I ain't gonna like that shit you do all that damn dribbling.
Y'all niggas just gonna play again, man. Hey, look, man. I hope, man, y'all are at y'all best, because I don't want no excuses, man. I don't want no excuses from nobody. I don't want nobody being like, oh yeah, you know, my ankle was hurt. Oh nah, I had to work this. Nah, I want y'all niggas to be training, so that way, hey, y'all go out there, man, and y'all can give 100%. Because it seems like every time when if somebody happens to lose or somebody ain't playing their best, then they be like, oh well, you know, my ankle was hurt, bro. Man, you know, I'm not saying that's what hit me, but I can't stand that shit though, man. Like every time somebody lose, hey, look, just say, okay, damn, this nigga beat
you. Hey, Polo, man, this game, Polo gonna be epic, Polo. This gonna be one of Goat Mike specials. Hey, Polo, I have not played any defense the last year, so I expect to have a big game defensively. Hey, Polo, you know how when you haven't done something in a long time, and then you have that one day where you just unleash.
Right.
I feel like today it's gonna be Goat Mike.
When's the last time you hooped?
Huh?
When's the last time you hooped?
I've hooped recently at one of the courts, but my defense was kind of off.
Oh, okay.
So I'm determined to get back on the playing defense. You know, whenever you don't do something for a long period of time, after a while you're like, you know what? I got to step up and really want to come out here and play. And that goes to these NBA players. They never hold themselves accountable. Like AD, you're not holding yourself accountable. You're not working out. You're not training. Your legs is fragile as fuck. Fragile as legs. Every time you jump, you hurt.
Hold on one second,
Go Mike and this thing cooking, y'all. Anybody who think because I'm a Lakers fan, I don't know basketball, man, shut your ass up. I can talk about the Lakers all for. I can talk about any team in the league. I know about basketball. It don't got to be the Lakers. I can talk about any team, the Raptors, the Nets, the Heat, anybody. Yeah, I'm a Lakers fan, but I know more than just. I know more than just the fucking Lakers. Guys got to stop doing that shit.
Everybody go, okay, you think AD should retire, man?
You said what now?
You say AD should retire?
Hell yeah. If you ain't go, hold on, let me explain to you why. If you're not gonna put in, well, hold on. I'm saying like this. How I was raised growing up, I was always told if you ain't gonna put work in on, if you ain't gonna do it at your best and put your work in, don't do it. If AD don't want to train, if he don't want to work out, if he don't want to give his best, why do it? Sit your bitch ass down and don't play at all.
Right.
Hey, well, every time. If you don't want to work out and you don't want to train and you don't want to be better, just stop playing. If you don't want to do what you got to do to stay healthy, stop playing. Just stop playing. You have to love a job to do it at a high level. And AD has done nothing but show me he don't love the game. That's what he shows me. He don't love basketball. I don't care how you look at it. That nigga does not love basketball. I don't give a fuck nobody say.
Hey, True Bison said she want to see. Goat. Hey, Goat is one of the few people that when he say, "Hey, meet me here," that'll pull up. Like if I say, "Goat, hey man, you suck at 1-on-1," he be like, "All right, I suck. Hey, meet me here." That nigga will be there.
Hell yeah. But yeah, like I was telling AD, man, he should retire. If you don't love basketball, just stop playing. You don't love
Yeah,
ball.
yeah, that
Anybody
nigga.
anybody who loves basketball, they're gonna train and work out and do whatever they gotta do to be right.
What? See, that's the thing. They knew. Okay, yeah, he played good in the finals. The bubble year. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the championship and everything. But see, a lot of people don't realize he got hurt. He got hurt in that final too. So his body is still recovering from all them damn injuries he had. Plus, he came in hurt. Well, he came in with a lot of injuries when he came from New Orleans. Remember that goat man? He was
Yep.
already damaged good.
Yeah. And you know what, Polo? I also blame the Lakers too, because first I'm gonna say he had 4 months of rest. The second thing I'm gonna say is after they won that championship, the Lakers should have low managed AD the first, like, no, they should have told AD, you're not playing the first 30 games. Period.
Right.
You're not playing. We're gonna sit you down. We're gonna rehab your body. 80 should have rehabbed the first 30 games of this season. You rehab him. The first 30 games, you rehab AD. You see how he's feeling. Then you get him out there. You can't just see. Okay. So if a Polo, if you're the GM and you see that your player is hurt, you don't just throw him out there the next season. You have to rehab him, get him right, and then throw him out there. We should have not had him play the first 30 games. You're gonna rehab, you're gonna train, you're gonna stretch, you're gonna get right. Then we're gonna throw you out there. What the Lakers did wrong is they forced him out there early. And you can't do that. He got injured in the finals. So if he got injured in the finals, why are you throwing him out there? Let him rest up for 30 games, then throw him out there. He just played the NBA finals, damn it.
Right. Yeah, and they tried to get him out there. Remember, he got hurt last year because when he tried to go in the playoffs, and what did he end up doing? Messing up his groin.
Yeah. Yeah, he got hurt again.
Yeah.
You know what? Frank Vogel played him too many minutes in those games.
Yeah, that's
We
right.
had we had hey, I go live all the time. If you look at my name, I'm late night streams. So that's what I need to know right there. Late night streams. So once
Yeah.
you see that, you already know you already know what time it is. I miss late night.
Oh my god, like, shit. I was on line at 8 hours, but now don't know how it works. But now check it though. Okay, if they get rid of AB, man, who would you like to have as the big man? I know you shouldn't say Carl Anthony Towns. Sound like it's
Yeah, I'm back. But yeah, man. Sounds like a sound.
I mean, listen, it ain't no, I'm not making no, well, they don't have really no, but at the same token, you know what I'm saying? I don't think like LeBron should have popped out like he did. I respect that.
I don't make excuses.
I was like, nah, we would have stayed out there front line. But the fact is,
If anybody asks Polo when he come back, I don't make excuses, dog. Lakers lost, they lost. It is what it is, dog. You win some, you lose some. You know, you ain't gonna win every single season, bro. You win some seasons, you lose some seasons. So Lakers lost, they lost. You know what I mean? But I wish they had a low managed AD. When I say low managed AD, I'm not making excuses. When I'm saying that they should have been low managing his minutes to try to prevent him from being hurt. Now I'm not making an excuse to the
man,
loss.
he was over here trying to challenge me about Giannis. He said Giannis ain't the best in the game.
Even Polo, is Polo still there?
Hey, Memphis, step up in here, man.
Hey, Polo. Let me see what he doing. Hold on. I'm finna address the chat. Cause I ain't making no excuses. I don't know where people get that from. Loss is loss. Hey, to the person named Daquan Adams. Daquan Adams, not making excuses. To the person named Daquan Adams, definitely have not made excuses. A loss is a loss, but what I'm talking about is when you got a player like AD that is injury prone, you have to do things to try to prevent them from getting hurt.
I don't want to hear none of that stuff. Like last year, there was so many. Oh well, Giannis just won because such and such was hurt. Hey, that's a big. Hey, that's to me. That's the most lamest argument that you can bring to a debate. You know why? Because Giannis got hurt himself. What's up with it, Memphis?
What going on, man? What's the word?
What's up with it, y'all?
I'm back.
Yo.
Hey, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's the? All right, now where y'all was at, now?
Hey, push one in the chat if y'all can hear me.
I can hear you.
Viking would tell me, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Hey, True Viking.
I'm shutting this one down. I'll be back later. I'll be back in a little bit.